Meet Ahmad Shaan, a 16-year-old plus one science student from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, driven by vision and leadership. With the ambition to become an entrepreneur, Ahmad represents a generation of youth ready to create, lead, and innovate. Supported by his parents, Ashik Ali and Anis Fatima, he carries a forward-looking mindset shaped by initiative and purpose. Through his talk, The Youth Who Leads, Ahmad Shaan reflects on leadership, responsibility, and the role of young minds in shaping tomorrow.
Now, before I begin, I would like to introduce you to two people who I know very well, more than anyone else. One guy, he was not smart, neither was he strong, nor was he good looking. In fact, he was the absolute worst in everything. As people call him, the clown, who always get teased, humiliated, and bullied. He fails in his academics, finishes last in sports, and never stood up for any cultural event. And even if he did stand up for himself, even if it was as simple as answering a question in front of the class, everyone, sadly, including his teachers, would say, "Seriously, you? Please take your seat." Just like you are right now, when I feel sorry for. But the second guy, he's not smart. He's the smartest, the strongest, the most good looking. In fact, the absolute best in everything. And people call him the popular kid, who's everywhere and everyone knows and talks about. He aces his academics, finishes first in sports, and stands up for every single cultural event. And somehow takes home the first place. He did not only stood up for himself, but for everyone around him. The Students' Council leader, who directs everyone with his charisma and charm. Whichever room he entered, he is the most unique, the most outstanding, the most dominating, and of course, the most charismatic. And whenever there's opportunity, people around him say, "If not you, then who else?" I told you about two completely different persons, right? In fact, polar opposites. But let me throw you the wildest part. Both of these persons are the same. I see confused faces, as expected. Let me explain. You see, the guy I told you in the very beginning did not only dream of becoming like the other one, he actually pulled it off. And now may ask, Shaan, how did he do that? And who is he? And that is Brad Pitt. No. Steve Jobs. No. Patrick Bateman? Close enough. But what if I told you he's the guy standing in front of you right now? People call him Ahmad Shaan, and that's me. Thank you. People who know me in the past can't even recognize me right now. The ones who know me in the present couldn't even believe it, just like you all. So fellow talkers, ladies and gentlemen, how am I standing here as the leader once I can only dream of being like? What's the abstract, unspoken set of leadership no one talks about? What does the modern day leader require? And it begins with the very first point. Leaders are not born in stages, but in struggles. People have this ideal image of a leader, the one who stands in stages, speaks in spotlights, exactly like this. But what they don't see is the struggles in their shadows. Leadership begins in the failures that crack your heart, in the doubts that choke your sleep, the humiliation that burns but somehow forges you. Being through this will give you the resilience, the self-awareness, and most importantly, the hunger to grow more. And those are the very first stages, the making of a leader. Secondly, leaders are not the best, but are the first. People think leaders are the best in everything. But if we look closer, they are the first in everything. The first to stand up when sitting feels comfortable. The one who raised the voice first when the room is filled with silence. The one who dares to take the leap, even though knowing the fall might be public. Those are the ones who became the leader. Once, I waited for someone else to lead. And now, people wait for me to lead. And it's only because I didn't follow the best paths. I stepped in and created them. Thirdly, Modern day leaders are the translators of chaos. Let me explain. A boardroom filled with confusion, filled with chaos. Everyone panics. They don't know what to do. And a leader steps in. He's calm. Where everyone is struggling to survive, this guy thrives. He understands patterns where others understand noises. He finds the way and directs everyone towards it. And now may I ask, Shaan, what does he have? What makes him different? And that is, he has been through chaos. He has mastered his own chaos. He has been through confusion, humiliation, and that gave him the ability to stay calm under pressure and direct everyone. Those are leaders. And the best example, I will say me. And before the last and final point, the most important, I would like to confess you all something which will surprise you. From the very beginning, I was preaching my pride out, right? Saying how of an ideal person I am, how I'm a leader, the best in everything. And I know for sure it will create a bad impression on you. You might think, Shaan, okay, he's prideful of himself. Guess what? That's what I exactly wanted. I see confused faces again. Let me explain. I use this stage to understand you a problem, to make you understand a problem, not to preach my pride. And the problem is that people think leaders are the best in everything, the dominators, the charismatic people who lead the room. I was him. I was dominant. I was charismatic. I was smart. But that never made me a leader. That never made me a leader. You know what made me a leader? This thing that I'm going to tell you. Take it to your heart. I became a leader when I saw people like me in the past, with no voices to speak, with no courage to stand up for themselves. Whenever they get humiliated, I felt for them. Whenever they get teased, I felt for them. Whenever they get bullied, I felt for them. See, I felt. That's empathy, my friends. Big leaders and great leaders are not the ones who are best in everything. They are the ones who feel empathetic. They are the ones who understand their people. I know a guy in my class who's not so great in academics. Everyone teased him, sadly, including his teachers. I felt for him. I said, mate, I can, so can you. Come on. And guess what? The last term examination, he got straight A's, and I'm proud of my boy. I know a person in my school who gave a public presence. It went bad. Everyone laughed at her face. Everyone humiliated her. Everyone bullied her, even labeled her. I felt for her. I told, if I can do it, so can you. Stand up for yourself. Guess what? She is one of the competitors in this competition. And I wish her all the best with my heart to succeed. That's leadership. That's leadership. It's not about being the best. It's about understanding your people and standing them for them. That's what I did. Most of the leaders are not the ones who are strong, dominant, charismatic, and commanding, but they are the ones who are empathetic. I didn't become leader because I was smartest, strongest, not because of good looking. It's because I was empathetic and I understood my people and their struggles. And that's how I became the one who leads. Take my word to your heart. Go cherish your lives. Thank you.